Alright, check out what's happening now. So I have this MIDI file. It's the Life is Like a Boat one from Bleach series, which is basically a song, right? But it could have been whatever, you know? Like the Tetris or Pac-Man original sound. And then I just throw it into Audacity so I can export it as an MP3, okay? First thing, I didn't even know Audacity could display the sheet music. How is that even possible when I've used Audacity like forever? And also, it can synthesize the MIDI, but the problem is, there isn't a way to export this? I didn't spend the best years of my life figuring this out, but the export options just don't seem to be there. Basically, the first time I tried it, like a couple hours back, it wasn't even playing sound at all, so perhaps the MIDI support isn't at its best around here. So my very next step was just to use MuseScore. And by the way, that's on FlatHub too, if you didn't know. La 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 la. And real quick, while we're here, try to remember what its UI looks like, okay? You'll see why later. That's an extra sound font. I did get it already though. But, we're supposed to select it from the mixer, and that panel doesn't work. So, yeah, we'll just go with the default instruments. Now we can go up to File, then Export, and there's an option to grab an MP3. Next up, Suno. Here you'll write the lyrics for your cover, and super important, you need a detailed style description. Another thing that really helps is if the lyric structure and the style prompt somehow match the original audio. And in this case, I asked Gemini 2.5 for a bit of help. Oh, and by the way, Suno doesn't allow you to use artist names in prompts or copyrighted lyrics. Just a heads up. Alright, so next up, we'll upload that audio we exported earlier from MuseScore. That way, Suno can try to create a rhythm that matches it. There. One limitation is, you can only use up to 2 minutes of audio, but honestly, that's still enough to give it a good influence, I think. Okay, so I've already generated a song. I'm not gonna do it again right now. And, if you see some things here that you don't have, it's probably because I'm using the Pro plan. Let's listen to the MIDI one more time so we can compare to the actual cover. Now for the song, which I only generated twice. Usually it takes like 20 tries minimum to get it right, but I don't want to spend all my credits on just that.
Nobody knows who I really am. I've never felt this empty before.
Not bad, huh? And meanwhile, if there's a part you're not totally feeling, you can just use the editor to tweak things. For example, you can replace a section, change lyrics, change the music, whatever.
Nobody knows who I really am. I've never felt this empty
Okay, we've got just one last thing left and then we are out of here. We need to generate the stems. That'll give us 2 additional audios, one with just the vocals and one instrumental. Remember back when I told you to pay attention to the MuseScore UI? That's because this is Audacity 4, and oh my gosh, can you see the resemblance or what? You can find the binaries on their website, and seriously, it's damn beautiful. Anywho, let's create our cover. Let me load these first. These are the stems from Suno, okay? The instrumental and the vocals. So, if we play it.
Nobody knows who I really am. I've never felt this empty before.
So, now gear up your headphones. Let me turn this down a bit. About -20. There's like a record function, but it doesn't always work, and when it does work, anyway, I'm too lazy to explain it, but long story short, it doesn't really work.
Nobody knows who I...
Okay, I'm ready. Let's do this. Nobody knows who I really am. I've never felt this empty before. And if I ever need someone to come along, who's gonna comfort me and keep me strong?